Namaste. Hi, everybody. Forgot to drink some water before we started, so sorry. Hi. I really hope that you can hear the music behind me. There, as I mentioned in the note for today's class, there's a staff party here for the staff at Joe's, and they're having their party just over there right now. They'll be done and probably during the time that we are doing class. So there's some great loud music. They've been doing some games. They're jumping in the sea. They've been throwing each other in the pools. It's quite fun. They're having a lot of fun. So I hope you can hear them. Thanks for joining me. Take a comfortable seat. Cross your legs, choose the cross, and sit up tall. Today, I want to do a little bit more teaching than I've been doing with pelvic floor this week. So my hope is that some of my students from this week in Moyne are tuning in this week, and they'll learn a little bit more detail about the work that we've been doing in class so they can apply it to their practice. Because in the public classes here, I don't really want to get into too much anatomy, too many muscle names, too many really technical terms. So we won't get overly detailed and technical, but we will a little in this class. We've been working on our pelvic floor this week. So I want you to learn a little bit about your pelvic floor, and if you know it, just be reminded of what's happening in your pelvic floor. So when I talk about your pelvic floor, I mean the bottom of your pelvis, the bottom of your hips, really that bit that you're sitting on when you sit down. We're not going to do any of that. All right, so we're back. I was vamping a little bit there. I think we're back. So your pelvic floor is a network of muscles on the bottom of your hips. It's roughly what you're sitting on when you sit cross-legged. Wiggle around until you can feel the bony bits at the bottom of your pelvis. We usually call those your sit bones in English. They have a big fancy Latin name, ischial tuberosities. There's a lot more going on there than just that there are some bumps there, but I want you to think about them because between those two bumps, running with fiber running sideways, there's this direction, the bottom of your pelvis. There's a muscle there called the coccygeal muscle, and it's going to help you tone your pelvic floor side to side. Move your sit bones towards each other. There's not a lot of movement down there, but you can create some movement by toning these muscles. Relax. Think about where your sit bones are, bottom of your pelvis, and move them towards each other. Relax. Wiggle around, feel them again, and then believe me, and then try it in your own body, that you can actually move muscle down there. It's not a huge engagement. Work to move your sit bones closer towards each other, towards the middle of your body. Relax. Now at the front and the back of your pelvis, there are some other markers that we're going to use. There's the very front of your pelvis, your pubic bone, and there's your tailbone at the back of your spine, the bottom of your spine. So just like there are these muscles running sideways, there's another network of muscles running front and back. They're called your levator ani, and their job is to levate your ani. You can Google that if you need to. So they run front and back, and if you move your pubic bone and your tailbone, the front and back of your pelvis towards each other, you can start to get that muscle to engage too. Move your pubic bone and your tailbone towards each other. Create a slight toning at that muscle that runs front and back. Relax. Do it again. Move front and back in your pelvis. It's just like the sit bone to sit bone movement. It's not a big movement. It's a subtle movement. Tone the muscle and then relax. Relax. Okay, so this is going to be a Vinyasa class, I swear. This week I've been doing this work with students, but we've really been calling it something along the lines of don't pee. And I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail than don't pee, because there's actually more going on there. But if don't pee works for you, it can be really useful. Toning your pelvic floor is really similar to the same muscles that we would engage when we don't pee. That's good use of English right there. Um, so, um, so this is the same work, just a little bit more detailed. Toning your pelvic floor is the start of your deep core engagement. It's the start of supporting your torso to hold you up. And it's the start of what we call in yoga Mula Bandha. So if you've heard Mula Bandha in yoga classes, toning your pelvic floor is the same thing. Learning about these names of these muscles is the same thing as just learning a bit more about what Mula Bandha is. All right, practice it again, then we'll move. Move your sit bones, those bony bits on the bottom of your pelvis, towards each other slightly. Then think front and back from your pubic bone at the front and your tailbone at the back. Move them towards each other slightly so that you feel the bottom of your hips engage a little bit more. Like you're trying to not pee. Tone at the bottom of your pelvis. Now, don't tone like aggressively, like you actually have to pee and there's like a big queue for the bathroom. Tone it like you're just trying to engage the muscle slightly. Relax, because it can be exhausting. If this is new to you, it can be really hard to remember to keep toning it as you practice yoga, as you move through life, but at least for today's yoga class, that's what I'm here for. If you just joined me, you might be able to hear the staff from the resort are having a party right now, so there's some fun screaming. There's outdoor showers, there's a pool, there's the sea, there's a karaoke bar, so they're having a good time. All right, we'll come back to our mats, come back to that toning of the pelvic floor, and we'll start moving. Come into child's pose, please. Take your knees wide, place your feet flat, sit on your heels, stretch your arms out in front of you, and fold forward. Child's pose, Balasana. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm yelling on the sound today. I'm going to be a bit loud. Partly I have the sea to contend with, and partly I have the staff party to contend with, so I'm going to be doing my best to project. Breathe. Think about the bottom of your pelvis. Think about where your sit bones are, and move your sit bones towards each other. Think about where the front and back of your pelvis are, where your pubic bone and your tailbone are, and move those front and back towards each other. Create a slight toning at the bottom of your pelvis, the very bottom of your hips. Breathe through your nose. Steady your breath. Child's pose. Move your sit bones towards each other. Move your pubic bone and tailbone towards each other. Lift your shoulders, lift your hips. Come to your hands and your knees. Bring your knees about hip distance apart and walk them a little bit behind your hips. Bring your shoulders over your wrists so your arms are straight up and down. And then don't pee. That was the instruction they got most of the time this past week. Don't pee. Move your sit bones towards each other. Move your pubic bone and tailbone towards each other so that the muscles at the bottom of your pelvis tone slightly. Breathe. Just a couple rounds of cat-cow to start moving your spine. Inhale here, tone your pelvic floor, and exhale, round through your back, round through your spine. Look to your belly, push through your hands, push through your feet. Inhale, arch your back, move your chest forward and up, stick your butt up. There was just some thunder in the sky, so we might have some rain delay. I'll keep you posted on that. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone, move your chest and tailbone towards each other. Inhale, arch your spine, move your tailbone up and back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Come back to neutral, walk your knees back, tuck your toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips up, inhale. Put your heels down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, lower your butt, stretch your arms out, sit down, cross your shins, sit up tall. Got quite the soundtrack around me right now. The staff party, to what looks like I'm gesturing to the left, my right. A storm brewing in on what looks like my right, or my left. There's cold wind coming in, there's hot air out here. It's life. Sit up tall. Close your eyes. Move your sit bones towards each other. Move your pubic bone front and back. Pubic bone and tailbone towards each other. Slight toning at the bottom of your hips. Create that start, the support for your whole deep core. Hold you up. Let's sing one Om together. Exhale fully. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Inhale. Bow your head. Lower your hands. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. My God, the light here is just incredible right now. I wish I was capable of capturing it. Here comes the rain. You're gonna have to move at some point. Before that, let's start moving. Stand up. Tadasana. Tone your pelvic floor. Move your sit bones towards each other. Hey. Move your pubic bone and tailbone front and back towards each other. Inhale, stretch your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, stretch up, fold forward, exhale. Uttanasana. Stay here, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Inhale. Step back to plank pose, exhale. Shoulders over your wrists. Tone your pelvic floor. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your elbows lower to Chaturanga as you inhale. Tone your pelvic floor. Hold it here. And exhale. Stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Tone your pelvic floor. Move your sit bones towards each other. Pubic bone, tailbone towards each other. Inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Move your sit bones towards each other, sideways. Move the front and back of your pelvis towards each other slightly. Tone into your pelvic floor, then lift up through your pelvic floor. Bend your knees. Exhale, fully. Look forward. Walk or float. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Look down through your legs. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Move your sit bones towards each other. Move your pubic bone and tailbone towards each other slightly. Inhale, stretch up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, step back to plank and lower. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Look forward, float or walk. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Look up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Move your sit bones towards each other, pubic bone and tailbone towards each other. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, float to Chaturanga. Exhale, up dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, float or walk. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. I gotta stop. My computer is here. It's getting so wet. I have to stop. Okay, so it's pouring rain here. There's a storm a-brewing. Hi, thanks for joining me. I've just got to move stuff quickly here. I'm not going to stop class completely. I'm going to see if I can show you through the property on my way back. So there's lightning, there's thunder. I had my computer out because it's got a timer on it, so I know how long class is. Sorry for the jiggly camera footage. There's the sea. It's a little stormy. And here I am back at our little chalet bungalow. So, I'm going to put you down here. Gonna have a little look at that for a second. Here comes the real rain. Just made it in time. I'm going to see if I can set up here. Give me a moment, please. Okay, so see what we can do here. Oh boy, so we lost connectivity there for a moment. It is raining a lot. This is the first rain we have seen here. We've heard tell of that there is rain, but I'm sort of not wanting to believe in the rain because this is quite fun though. Warm rain in the middle of my class. Probably sounds horrible considering the furniture.